Hey groupies, welcome back to Format Therapy. I'm the video channel producer, you can call me PD, and today we are checking out Good Evening by SHINee. Before we get into this reaction, I just want to say this video is brought to you by our brand new limited run merch design. We are shooting some LGBT short films coming up. We've already shot 2 called 1 in 10,000 and Edible, and we have some more coming up, and we need some funds to make it look a little bit more beautiful. So if you want to support that, go ahead and pick up these brand new designs. One is like a concert tee, the other one is our brand new Format Therapy minimalist design. You can go ahead and go to teespring.com/stores/LGBT summer. Now, let's get into the reaction. This is your Format Therapy. Immediately, one of the most striking things about this music video is the set design and their use of cameras everywhere. It has a sense of voyeurism. Oh, that's a great transition too. Notice how it went from Minho to the TV to him actually appearing out from the TV. And the lighting. The lighting here is all over the place and in a good way. Oh. Ooh. It's a little bit chic. Oh, okay. So we're going like the house route. All right. Oh, I really like that. The dancing is so held back. Interesting. Oh. You know, with their dance moves and those outfits and this deep house sound, it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's a little bit Vogue-ish. I feel like it's like a more poppier sound of like Timon's move, and yet at the same time it also is like a more subdued version of SHINee's View. Oh, what the heck? Oh! Oh, that's edgy. That's edgy. Oh my god, this is such a cool effect what they did with the paint. I like how this song's really evolved. It started really low-key and minimalistic and held back, and now it's just like, it's not hype in the traditional sense, you know? It's still pretty subdued compared to other party songs, but it's got such a great, refreshing feeling, and it's so held back. Like, Minho's move right there was so... Ooh. That well effect was cool because I feel like it mimicked... You know, that effect at the end was pretty cool when the face is coming through the water. It's almost like the opposite effect of what they were doing under the tarp with the paint running through them. But this song, this music video, this was certainly very peculiar. Now, this is definitely a summer song, and similar in the vein of View, it's harkening back to that house sound they did in that song. And I don't think this song is necessarily as exciting as View was, at least in the beginning of this song. And at the end, it certainly picks up. This song is a song that evolves throughout the song. I like that because I feel like a lot of songs tend to be pretty stationary in the sense that like it's verse, chorus, you know, bridge, final chorus, and it never really changes. It never really goes too high, it never really goes too low, but this song starts off in a low place and it keeps going up, 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 and that actually makes it more satisfying to watch this video through the end, and to listen to this song through the end is actually a bigger payoff. I feel like by the end of it, I was really feeling it. You know, throughout this entire music video, the dancing was very held back. The dancing was very minimalistic. It was very controlled though. You know, there were such simple moves, but each pop they made with the movement, each lock they made was just so mesmerizing, you know, especially Mino. Mino is actually someone that I don't really notice, not in the sense that like I didn't like Mino, but like my attention used to always be towards Jonghyun and Taemin, but Mino really stood out to me dancing wise actually. And I really like how androgynous, fluid the movements were, the dancing, because it was so simple in the beginning. By the end, when they pop off, they just absolutely snap, and they are moving, they are doing fast movements, and it is so clear cut. That feels a lot more satisfying, and it's so much more interesting to watch after experiencing a slow build-up like that. So I really liked that. I really like songs that take you on a journey, even if this is not exactly an emotional song like, let's say, a Day 6 rock song. It's still a pop song that takes you on a journey, and honestly, it's pretty rare for pop songs to do that. And as for the music video, I really enjoyed this music video because this music video, it was simple in some regards, and yet at the same time, it's almost like the dancing in the song was. It was controlled, it was very specific, it was simple for a reason. I really like the set design and the lighting that stood out here a lot. You know, the set design with the cameras and the TVs, it had a sense of voyeurism, and they made cool use of their set design. The transitional effects they had with the TV and the cameras, I feel like a lot of average K-pop groups, when they have a set and it's decorated, it's well decorated, they never properly make use of their props. They just think of it as, oh, this is where we're just gonna be acting. No, the camera person, the DP, and the director should be utilizing the entire environment to make for more interesting shots and transitions, especially a music video. And I particularly really liked the tarp scene. First of all, dancing under the top alone was such a very striking, interesting visual. But then when they poured the paint on them and then they keyed it out and then they input them in the forest and then the fishes swimming, that was super cool. I think I've seen that effect done in different forms here and there, but definitely SHINee did it in a way that surprised me, and it is still feeling like it's a first. I thought that was pretty cool. It was such a visual effect, and it was a great way to end the video, you know, this entire music video. And honestly, SHINee in general always have had a more elevated sound and an elevated look to them. You know, their style is always chic and always forward thinking, and so I think this definitely still manages to capture what made SHINee so great. And I want to briefly just touch on it because it feels weird and wrong to not touch on it, but I'm not going to talk about it in great lengths. But definitely there was, I feel like, a hole missing in this song. Clearly Jonghyun. Jonghyun was always my favorite voice in SHINee, and so not hearing his voice definitely sounds very odd, and yet I feel like SHINee still did their best. And this song is fantastic, and I think Jonghyun would absolutely be very proud that they are able to carry on even in his passing. So yeah, this was great. But guys, what did you think of SHINee's Good Evening? Did you enjoy it? Did it not live up to your expectations? Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Also, thank you to our monthly groupies. We cannot do this without you guys. If you want to support us and get early access to reaction videos just like this, go to patreon.com/formatherapy for as little as $2 a month. Again, you get early access to reaction videos like this, and you actually help support me. However, if you can't monetarily support us, that's completely fine. Why don't you go ahead and click like down below right here. It actually helps me out a lot with YouTube's algorithm system. And go ahead and click subscribe up here, and go ahead and watch all our other content over here.